Hi, Linda. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Gazella.
Hello.
Hi, Vicky. Hi, Julie, Kathy, Christina, Cheryl, Janice, Diane, Shirley, Patsy, Sharon, Karen, Kathy, Karen Huff. Welcome, everyone. Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, Robin.
Thanks
Hi, Tom.
for joining.
Brenda, Kitty. Hope
Remember to
everyone's
like and share.
Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Hi, Lana.
Hi.
It was a sidebar over there. I don't know what it was. It's like a side shelf. It's not a sidebar.
Just
It's
planning.
like a side shelf.
Just planning. We're always
Hi,
planning.
Donna. Hi, Cheyenne. Hi,
Yeah.
Carrie. Hi, Jennifer Connor.
I
Carla.
used to be that way.
Beverly. Hi. Hope everyone's staying safe out there. Donna, Mary,
Safety tip.
Don't you go.
Don't
Mrs.
forget
Cranford.
TMJ.
Hi, Karen.
TMJ.
Hello, everyone.
What's going on? Who are we?
I don't know.
Trouble.
I've never met you before in my life.
Oh, okay. Well, we just hopped in here to do a show then. Hi, Carol.
Oh, we are. We're having fun tonight.
Yeah.
And we got a good show for you tonight, too.
Hi,
We've
Debbie.
got show and tell. We've got a trunk show. Got a cool couple of little things to show you. We are Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, and Sewing Machines Express. The websites are quiltershq.com, QHQ2.com, and windmillsewingcenter.com. And if you've shopped with us before, you don't need to do anything. Just comment "Make It Mine" in the item. If you have not, you need to visit one of the websites and sign up for Make It Sew, and that gives us your information. And then what we do when you comment "Make It Mine" is we'll send you an invoice with a clickable button, and you can let us know too if you want to ship it or pick it up in store.
Hi. Yeah, well, who was that?
Do we have a question?
Carrie, can you check on Karen's giveaway? See where that's at? I see you're on. Hi, Carrie. We'll have Carrie check on that for you. Hi, James. Hi, Cheryl.
So, we have some announcements. We have reached our cutoff for quilting. So,
For Promise for Christmas.
So, you can still bring it. We will try, but we will not guarantee that you will have it by Christmas.
It got pretty full back there. It's
It
a lot
got
of quilts.
full
Beautiful.
really
All at
quick.
once, yeah.
A lot of beautiful
Christmas
quilts. Yeah.
Yep. We have a virtual event for Sew Steady, December 4th. So look for that. Can they go to the websites and look for that?
Yes, yeah, they can.
Okay, so you can go to our website and look for that. It's a virtual ruler event. Ruler work is so much fun. Robert
I think we have one on the 9th, too.
Was it on the 9th?
We have another one on the 9th.
Robert was the teacher's pet when we were at convention.
Oh.
He was.
Hi, Georgia.
Susan has a show and tell. Scavenger hunt. So we have 4 scavenger hunts going on right now, one for each store in person. And then we have, do we only have 3?
3, one at each store, and then the giveaway is not a scavenger hunt, but it's like the last one, you know.
Okay. And then a giveaway. So we're giving away in each store a $500 holiday shopping spree.
And
So-
Susie and I are
It is.
already ahead of all of you.
They're not.
Yeah, Patsy mentioned the virtual event is actually tomorrow, the 18th, and then the next one's on the 9th. So we have
Okay.
2 upcoming.
That's
Yep.
Robert's fault. He gave me the wrong date.
Yeah, well, you know. What can you do? Hi, Susan.
Hi!
So come in the store. The items are really easy to find. I don't know what they are.
Picture from last week, I can't figure out.
Okay.
Should we show the 3 for this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put up the new pictures
We'll
here
put up
so
the
you'll
new
have
pictures.
those.
So that you'll have them.
Chloe's posting them now, so.
Okay. And then we're going to do a project. A sew along.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So
Can we sing along to the sew along?
Sure.
As soon as you write the song,
Do I have to write a new song?
Couldn't we get Vicky to do that?
Yeah.
we could. We do have a resident musician here, so Vicky
Yeah.
can write a song for us for our sew along.
That would be nice.
Sing
A
along,
little bit of
sing along.
music.
Yeah.
Right.
We are
So
going
what is
way
this?
off.
What is this sew along?
It's a quilt that I designed early on in my quilting adventure. I wouldn't call it a career because I don't really make quilts for a living. But
Okay.
Okay.
So how will it work
so we will do one block each week.
on the Make It So
On
show,
the Make
right?
It So show, and we'll have kits too. So it's an Amish sampler, so you can guess that it's going to be solid fabrics.
Are we ready to post them?
Yeah, go ahead, post. He's moving the camera though, so she's trying to move it over. So.
Oh, sorry.
There we
Robert
go.
just has to be in control of everything.
Well,
Yeah.
it's off on the. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Go proceed.
So you should be seeing a picture of the quilt. This is one I designed. It's perfect for beginners. This is one of my first quilts that I made and designed myself. So it's probably 3-4 years into quilting.
Hi, Susan.
So we'll have this. We'll have kits available. How many of you are interested in doing this quilt with us? We're going to do one block a week. So let us know. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be.
They're super. This is AccuQuilt friendly too. You need the 6-inch cube for this. I'm going to be cutting this out with AccuQuilt.
You cut everything out with AccuQuilt, Joan.
That's because it's easy.
Now,
All right,
you said
so-
there were some pieces that had to be rotary.
There are a couple of blocks in there that have to be rotary cut.
Okay.
So it's not going to be entirely AccuQuilt, but it's AccuQuilt friendly. So the majority of it you could.
So each week we'll do one block
One
on
block.
the show, and they take. How long would you say a block probably takes?
Oh, these are pretty simple blocks. You cut it out, you're less than 20 minutes.
And then we can take those and post them to YouTube as well. So
Yeah.
anyone who misses the show or anything like that,
Can
don't feel like
follow.
you'll miss out. You can just go over to YouTube and watch the
Yeah.
video on it. So
And we'll post the rotary cutting pattern on Facebook too.
Patsy asked how long it will last.
It's 42 blocks, so
42 shows.
42 shows, so most of next year.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And you don't have to make the whole thing. You can stop anytime.
Somebody asked if they didn't have an AccuQuilt, they can still cut it out, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
will be posting the rotary cutting instructions. They're 9-inch blocks, so you do need the 6-inch cube if you're going to use AccuQuilt. But when you see me cutting it out with AccuQuilt, you're going to want one. This one you could use the Go Me,
Hi, Miranda.
which is the smallest one. So if you don't want to really make a big investment in AccuQuilt, you could use that.
So they want to know some more details about how big the quilt is. How much does it cost? do
I
the
think
kit?
the kits are going to be around $5 each. So we're using solids, so the cost of the fabric is going to be pretty low. The quilt, and now I'm going from memory, is 90 by 80 something. So we'll have more details. We're actually going to bring the quilt next week and show it to
So
you.
we'll show it. Okay.
So you'll actually get to see it. Already made.
So Patsy has the Go Me or the Go Baby. Would she be able to?
Yes, she
Okay.
if
good.
she has the 6-inch cube, you'll be able to cut this out on your Go Me. So super easy. None of these blocks are really hard. They're all pretty easy to make. I think you'll enjoy it. I enjoyed making it the first time, and I usually don't make quilts two in a row. I don't. So, but I'm kind of excited about making this one again because I'm a better sewer now.
How long ago would you say you made it?
Oh, 2003 maybe.
Okay, so a while back.
So
Can they use their own fabrics?
sure,
Absolutely.
pattern
Your
is
own
free.
colors.
Yeah. It does look pretty stunning in the black and the solids, though. It's a very dramatic quilt in solids. But if you don't like the solids, if you wanted to use any kind of fabrics, you can do that too.
Do we have any of the 6-inch cubes in stock in case they want them? They can call in and,
Yes.
and we can get them shipped out to you? Or
Yep.
So
Or
we have
you
some,
can-
Patsy?
You can go on our website and use the code QHQACC.
Okay.
And that is a discount that we apply every day to AccuQuilt products. So
somebody was asking, could they use a white background if they have the Amish? She has like a Amish background.
I don't know if I would use white, because if you're going, you could. So the reason I say not necessarily like a stark white, maybe a cream color might be a little bit better, because the fabrics, if you don't get your seams lined up completely, then you can sometimes the block fabric will bleed through in the quilt.
So, and Ellen asked how they would sign up for this if they did want to be part of it. A lot of people are commenting.
Just comment here and let me know, so we can get kind of a good idea of how many kits to start on. So if you want a kit, comment, I'd like a kit. So next week is when we're going to start officially. We'll have our first block. We'll sew it out. You'll get to see the block finished and sewn. And then you can say make it mine kit, and we will ship you a kit.
Okay.
And go from there. It'll be fun, I think.
Yeah, Cindy, I'd just give us a call tomorrow on the cube.
Yeah. And if we don't have them, we can always order them.
We're always ordering.
We order pretty much every week.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What else is going on? Got Bernina Windmill Sewing Center Customer Appreciation Week.
That's December 4th.
That's December 4th, and we had to do it a little bit different this year because the rules that are out, and we want everybody to be safe. So we're limiting the number of people per hour, and
so it's 10 people per hour.
And then they'll exit, and other 10 people can come in. A maximum of 10. That's the rules. So.
Well, actually, the maximum is 50, but if we're limiting it to 10 and 10. People go past a little bit, then we're still under the limits that we need to be for the COVID requirements. And we want everybody to be safe. We want to be safe ourselves.
Yep.
So you do want to RSVP, because even if you don't go, we're still having a grand prize giveaway. And your response on the RSVP is what enters you, whether you're going or whether you're not going. So even if you don't plan to attend, respond to the RSVP, because it's an entry for a giveaway, and I'm pretty sure it's a sewing machine.
Pretty sure. Donna wanted to know, are we going to post the pattern for the quilt?
Yes.
Okay.
One block a week.
Okay.
So
will that be in the Quilters HQ group on Facebook?
I think so.
Okay.
Or we could put it in the Make It Sew group too.
Yeah, that one too.
Okay.
So not entirely wide open to the public, but but we will put it out there with rotary cutting instructions.
RSVP, please.
The link for the RSVP is not out anywhere publicly right now. It should have gone to your email if you're subscribed to the Windmill newsletter, but we will post that tonight.
We'll post that for you, Robin. Thanks for that.
Okay. I think that's all of our information. Do we have any more questions? Or
The viewers were commenting, I mean, take the COVID restrictions seriously, and we do. So we want to be really safe on the customer appreciation. Normally they would do it in one Saturday, and we think spread out over the week so people can come in and be safe. And if they don't feel comfortable coming in, then they don't have to.
We're not trying to tempt fate, but we have not had any of our staff, our retail staff, contract COVID from working in the store. So we are taking the requirements seriously. We do wear our masks in the store. It is a big deal.
Sanitize the store every day, all the stores. So try to be as best as we can. So
we want to be safe. We want you to be safe too.
Yeah. So what all do we have tonight? Looks like you got something new there.
We do have some new books. We have T-shirt quilt in the bag.
Oh, what
This is
that?
a new project from June Taylor. So everybody is loving the t-shirt quilts. Everybody's making them. And so what this is all of the batting you would need and the stabilizer to make a t-shirt quilt. And now with this one, you actually put t-shirts on both sides.
Oh,
So this is a quilt as you go project. So has everything, also has this template in here that you can use to cut out your t-shirts. So after you stabilize them, there are instructions in here. This retails for $94.99. We only have 2 of these in the store. I just got them to try it out and see how much interest there was in it. So if you want one of them, comment make it mine. If we get more than 2, we'll order more and get them in. But this is something that I wanted to try out. This would be great. This also has your sashing and binding too.
Nice.
I think it has binding. Batting. So yeah, this is everything you need except the t-shirts. And I don't know about you, but do you know somebody that has a whole lot of room taken up in the closet with t-shirts?
Nope. Don't know anybody.
Nobody.
What size quilt does it make?
So it makes, that's a good question, Marilyn.
Thank you.
Finished size is 44 by 58, so
Welcome.
just right for the couch.
Yes,
If, you know, that person that has a lot of t-shirts gets cold really easily, might make a good gift. So
what do those go for?
these are $94.99.
Okay. Chloe will post it.
Yep.
Um,
And then we have, do you want to do your show and tell?
Sure.
Okay.
did the November thread come in, the Marrakesh, or
Did we run out? I just placed an order, so it should be this week sometime.
okay. That was a question from, I think, Patsy or Kathy, maybe.
Kathy.
Kathy asked if the November thread came in.
Hi, everybody. I'm back. I keep finding little kits that I've bought over time, and I'm doing them because they're quick and easy. And last year, Steve and I took a weekend road trip to Amana, and I think on our way back, we stopped at a quilt shop, and I bought 2 kits for table runners using fat quarters that they had cut for the table runner and for placemats. So
Hi, Polly.
this is one of the kits, the table runner, and I need to pick out backing for it.
Beautiful colors.
Yeah, I know, they're just stunning.
It's perfect for the things. Are you going to have it done for Thanksgiving dinner?
I hope so. We're having it at your house, right?
Well, we need to talk about that, Miss Crutches. But as I was looking at the instructions so that I could cut it out properly to have the fabric for 4 placemats in addition to this, have you ever bought a fat quarter and you've gotten it home and you've measured it and it hasn't been 22 inches of usable fabric? It's only been 21 maybe of usable fabric. Well, this particular pattern for the placemats wants you to have 22 inches so that you can cut the sections 11 inches each. Well, guess what? That's not what I got. So I'm either going to have to resize the placemats or come up with a new plan, but at least I've got my table runner.
I don't think any fat quarters has 22 inches of usable. It's 18 by 22, but you should
Right.
still have the salvage.
But if you've got a piece of fabric that's 45 inches, and you might get a little bit extra when you cut it in half for a fat quarter.
Maybe.
But if they're not going to get 21 inches, they shouldn't put that in the bag in the instructions, because if you're anticipating 4 placemats and you're cutting it out, you've now got
way
cuts
up here.
that don't work. So therein lies the challenge. But I think these fabrics are beautiful.
Hey, this would work for backing.
Yeah, it would.
Are those the fabrics we're going to show? We got some new
Yeah.
fabrics for them tonight, too. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Corinne. Hi,
So-
Judy. Hi, Sharon.
We did get some new fabric in. Since she pushed it in my direction, I'll just take over. These are from Moda. And Joan can correct me, but I think these would be really great for some of the modern quilts, don't you?
Uh-huh.
They're called Quotation Ink Arrowhead.
Yeah, hold it up there. We'll get a close-up of it. And how much per yard?
They're $12.99 a yard.
$12.99.
20% off for the show.
All right, 20% off for viewers tonight. Hi, Mary.
So we
Hi,
have this
Peggy.
black with white. We have the cream color with black.
That's cool.
We'll give them time to say make it mine.
Yes, make it mine, make it mine.
It's
Now
fabric.
we have the black with the white with plus signs. I don't know what else you could call them. X's.
Chicken's feet,
Turkey
Yeah.
tracks.
turkey tracks.
There you go. And we have the cream color with the black. So just with these 4 different
Hi, Sue.
fabrics, you could
Hi,
make
Linda.
a really fun quick quilt or table runner.
Hey, so the viewers kind of given you an honorary title.
Uh-oh. But
What do they call it? The Table Runner Queen.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hey, you're still a queen. Think your little crown.
You get a tiara and
Yay!
everything. Yeah.
Thank you all. I'll take a bow.
I think we should all have tiaras for the show.
That'd be pretty good.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Get on
gonna
that, Joan.
I'm gonna skip the tiara part for me, but
You love the sparkle.
You love sparkle. Like and share. Get us out there.
All right, we have 2 new books from Jen Kingwell. One is Boho Heart. Really cute. This one is $28. And if you haven't done any of her quilts, I mean, they're just really fun. So the patterns are like this. So this is what the patterns look like. That's our quilter. She's back
Oh, I know. It's awfully
doing
noisy
quilt
today. Yeah.
quilting. If you're hearing background noise, that's quilts being
hi Beth.
For Christmas.
for Christmas. So, lots of different patterns. I love sampler quilt books because even if you don't want to make all of these blocks and do this, I also like the color pictures of the blocks. Even if you don't want to make this quilt, you could take some of these blocks out and make your own quilts. So when you buy a sampler quilt book like this, you get hundreds of quilts, not just this one. So this one is Boho Heart. It's $28. Come and make it mine. Let us know whether you want to pick up or ship. And then the other one is a play off of the Dear Jane quilt. This is Dear Jen. This is also from Jen Kingwell. And this has a lot of blocks. I'm looking for how many on here. It doesn't say, but there
I think it highlights
is the quilt.
It's a lot, yeah.
a layer cake and a charm pack that we have in the store too by
Yep.
the same designer.
So we also have, this is Fine and Sunny, the layer cake and charm pack, which are the normal price $38.99 and $9.99. So if you have any of the Jen Kingwell fabrics, they're just really colorful, kind of modern fabrics. I like the dots. So those would work. Tula Pink would work for this. So it's got all of these blocks and cutting instructions. I've seen a couple of the quilts that customers have made come through that Jen Kingwell has designed. They're very, very beautiful. And so there's all your blocks. See, that one was a Dear Jane block. I did one, but it was embroidered, not pieced.
Yeah, comment if you've ever made a Dear Jane quilt.
Yeah, or some of the blocks. Let us know
Yeah.
if you started one and abandoned the project, because I would not be judgy at all. Because I have somewhere a drawer full of Dear Jane blocks. So again, this one is $30. Comment, make it mine. Dear Jen, Jen. and let us know whether or not you want to pick it up or ship it.
Okay.
So lots of quilt opportunities in this. So you don't have to make this one. You can make a whole bunch of them. I mean, and I have a dots quilt in my mind that's keeping me awake at night. So
Is that what's wrong?
it is.
You're still working out some blocks.
Do we need to go through the fabrics again? Or start the trunk show? Because we got about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
at
we'll
the
show them
end.
one more time real quick.
Okay, so this is cream. Well, let's call it check marks.
That works.
Okay.
Cream check marks. Make it mine. Again, these are $12.99, and we're doing 20% off. Black check marks with cream. That's black with cream check marks. Comment, make it mine. Is it heavy?
No.
It is a pretty full bolt.
Yeah,
Cream with plus signs. Comment, make it mine. And then black with cream.
They could make a fun table runner similar to this and use red instead of black between
The queen of table runners is suggesting that you make a table runner.
thank you.
I had a thought while I was doing that table runner. Why couldn't you make several table runners and then sew them together into a quilt?
You could.
Well,
I mean,
that's interesting.
yeah.
You can have that next week.
Comment if you've done that. Sewn some
I had
table
3
runners
days off
together to
in a
make
row,
a.
So possibilities are
The
endless.
possibilities are endless. Is everybody else looking forward to the holidays so that you can stay home and sew?
Carpet your house with
I
them.
am.
Yeah.
Carpet your house with them. Okay, so trunk show. Robert thought it would be a great idea to do a trunk show with some of the quilts that I've made.
Joan's trunk show.
Joan's trunk show. Some are made with AccuQuilt, some are not. Some are old, some are not quite old, some are finished, and some are not. I know we've seen some of them before. So let's just get started.
Okay.
Do we have some folders?
We have folders and folders. Yes.
Oh, that's right. Project Linus is out as well. So a lot of people are making.
This is one I designed. Oh, it's got extra threads. Those are free.
Extra threads.
This is one I designed with, I think we might still be able, this was a fat quarter bundle and a jelly roll. So, from Kona.
Yep.
And then I did the back in purple. And it's also quilted in that same color purple. You wouldn't believe it, but I like color on quilts. I think that it's a good,
When you want to stand in front and we can talk about them, or
you know, happy to hide behind a quilt.
You can't see it that way.
So, that's one. This would be a good guy quilt too. But
Has a very modern look.
it does. I mean,
the
it's
swirls.
like- this one is older.
Didn't you say that was one of your favorites?
Yeah.
This one?
You can help her hold.
This is
Oh, Queenie.
This is actually one of the last ones that I did on a long arm quilting. Again, this was another.
Do I want to come out here? There we go.
See a little better.
Perfect.
Is that better?
Yeah. This is another one I designed. Going through kind of like, I don't know, not a symmetrical stage. So I've made a couple of quilts like this where they're all different size blocks. This was another fat quarter and jelly roll bundle, and this is Kansas Troubles Fabrics.
Okay. Throw them up there.
Yep. This one might look familiar. This is an AccuQuilt project. This was made using the 1.5-inch strip die. And so we did a demo on this, on how to use the strip die to make a log cabin. They do have a log cabin die, but I prefer to use the strip die because you get that real scrappy look that you can't really do with the log cabin die. And then we quilted it here, and this is a curly swirly pattern. And I just put muslin on the back because why not, right?
Why not?
And I still have to bind it, so this one's kind of unfinished.
Everyone loves all of them so far. They're going crazy.
This was another AccuQuilt project. This was our first Go Club project. How are you guys faring on yours?
Oh, yeah.
great.
We're just
Right on top of it. Loving every second of it.
So this was just some sample fabrics that we had in the store. And this is actually a Jacob's Ladder. AccuQuilt calls it something else, though. I can't remember what they named the block. And then the border was just extra pieces that I had. But this AccuQuilt makes your projects go so fast. And then we quilted it. I don't know if you can see it. We put these like flowers in the quilting.
Yeah, that's cool.
And again, I like color, so we quilted it in the burgundy. Oh, that's the one we just saw. We can do it. Let's look at this one. This one's for sale.
That's a big one.
It is a big one. So this is a whole cloth quilt.
That's beautiful.
It's a king size, and it's black on the other side. This is one we quilted here.
It's reversible.
It is reversible. And there's a tag on this somewhere that has a price, but I think it's $3.99.
That is awesome.
What did it end up being? About 1 million stitches?
It was over 1 million stitches
Just over
to
a
do
million
this one.
stitches in this one.
This took us all day to sew on our machine. Yep. Should we flip it back over so they can see the pattern? Oop, I think it's over. So if you think this would look better on your bed than in our store, comment make it mine.
I think the dog and cat hair would look spectacular on that.
Well, your dog has got black hair.
Yeah.
And we have one of these.
Yeah.
So it's a big one.
It is big. Cool.
How about an embroidered quilt?
This one came out beautiful.
Yeah, this one did. So you have to come close to see the detail in the. This one was on display in Springfield. It may look familiar. This is my absolute favorite thing to do is machine embroidery and combining that with quilts and quilting. And so this is machine embroidered with gold thread, and then we had this fabric that I thought just looked perfect with it. It has this real vintage heirloom look.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have an embroidery machine, let me tell you, it's a lot of fun, and you can do stuff like this and create your own family heirlooms because, you know, one like this, you'll have your children and grandchildren you know, the people that say, "Oh, don't give me any more quilts,"
They'll want this one.
they'll be like, "Can I have that one? Can you make one for me?" Because it just has that look. All of the blocks are different.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I actually did it again. I don't have it sewn together yet, but I did another version of this in blue and silver. So the flowers are blue and the stitching is silver. So I have to put that one together yet. This is one I'm still working on. You'll love this. This is funny. The reason I'm still working on it, because I was quilting on the sit-down quilter.
Sewed an edge together there, did you? It's like a pocket.
Yeah, this is not supposed to have a pocket. It happens to all of us. But yeah. But unfortunately, it's not bad. It's just one little straight line that I was sewing and sewed a seam into it. But it is pretty. And this is a block. This is a quilt that I started a long time ago. It was a project that I abandoned because I didn't want to do this much hand applique, and it's sure not going to happen now. So I have 2 blocks that are this size from this quilt book. So I have another one of these to make out of this fabrics. But so that's hand applique. I'm not doing that anymore. If I can't do it by machine, it's not going to happen.
They want to know if you quilt 24/7, 365.
Nope.
She wishes she was doing
that. I wish I could. But yeah, so there's that one. It happens.
Yeah.
Mary says, been there, done that.
We've all been there, done that. This one, sometimes I like to play around with color. So we'll show both sides of this one too. So we don't, whoops, this has a pin in it. Oops. And so with this one, I wanted to do reverse color, have the color be in the background, and then the front, just all of these hearts. And if you're interested in this one, I have the template for this heart too. Again, this was one that I did on a long arm.
Lots of color.
Lots of color. This was a great scrap buster too. So you can whip one of these out. These are done with the sewing machine. They're not hand applique. If you're going to use white fabrics like I did here, you want to use a stabilizer underneath so that the colored fabric doesn't bleed through. And then we'll show you the back of it to show off the quilting. So by the time I finished this one, I had mastered petals. But that's how you do it. That's how you learn a new skill. Just do something like this. Pick your one pattern that you want to finish and learn, and then go for it.
Lots of fans of that one.
That one's
That's a good
fun.
one.
Did that one. This
Yeah,
one.
UFOs and
We have lots of UFOs. This is another embroidery machine project.
you gotta finish this.
I will finish it. Pressure's on to finish this one. I love how dramatic colors, solid colors can be. So This was all done on the embroidery machine. This is one block. I have a really big hoop. So this is a very old fabric, or not fabric, pattern. It's called a cotton ball. So I need
Let us
a
know
border.
if you've seen that one before.
Yeah.
Cotton ball. Or
Let us
made
know.
one.
So I really do, as much as I say I love modern quilts, I really am drawn to the red and green quilts and the really vintage look like this. I mean, if you found this in a flea market somewhere, if it weren't for the machine embroidery, you'd say this was 150 years old. It's a very old pattern. So I've got some work to do on it. Borders are not my favorite thing to do. So that's why this one is where it is. And I don't just work on one quilt at a time. I actually do several quilts.
Carol said that's on her bucket list.
The cotton ball.
Yep. Jennifer was saying that had a little bit of Hawaiian style look to it.
A little bit, yeah. So this was another AccuQuilt Go project for our Go Club. Great scrap buster. This was out of my scraps. So I had been going through and using up all of my white on white fabrics because, you know, as I'm getting older, I can't tell the difference between the front and the back. So there are some pieces flipped around in here. They're staying that way. Again, this is at a point where it just needs a border and some quilting. So, but this was a great scrap buster, and the lesson that I was trying to get across in this one was, doesn't matter what fabrics you use, if you have a background that ties it all together, it just works. So everybody comment and let us know how many quilts you have at this stage, just waiting for something. You can tell. I mean, I'm coming clean here, so. This one was another club project. And if you want any of these patterns, go out into Facebook and join our AccuQuilt Club. And some of these patterns are posted there. I really like this one because of the movement in the quilt. And this was a collection of fabrics we had. But again, I used up some white on white fabrics that I can't tell the difference. So I'm thinking maybe this one doesn't really need a border.
Sounds like you're trying to escape the border.
I think I might be.
Why don't you like borders?
Well, I don't like borders because when I'm done with a quilt, I'm just done. I'm ready to be done and move on to something else.
Well, everyone on the show definitely has no UFOs. It doesn't look like at all.
No?
They're saying 5, 10, way too many.
So this one actually is done. Well, I probably could use a border. This was done with AccuQuilt. This was done using the 1-inch strip die. And this was the leftover fabric. We did the quilt that's hanging back there, the kits.
And this is what was left over?
This was what was left over, so I couldn't really bear to waste it, so I did this one, which is a different version. This is a log cabin. A lot of pieces in this one.
Tell them what makes that so unique. What you use.
Oh, Susan was telling me to let you know what I used to make this quilt so unique. And what I think we have one kit left too. So this was a panel. So sometimes I go to Fabric Quilt and get Paintbrush Studios fabric, and they had several bolts of this as a panel, and so I cut the panel up to make this quilt. So that's why all the fabrics look like they go together so well.
They do.
Because they do. Yeah, so this was a panel. So if you have a bunch of panels that you don't like, cut them up into really small pieces. Nobody will ever know.
Till now.
Until now.
But it gives people hope for things they have at home that they've decided they don't like, but don't want to give up.
To give up. This was another AccuQuilt project, not a club project. This was a pattern I saw in a magazine. I really like the pattern because it has this circle kind of in it that you can kind of follows this around. This was made using the 8-inch cube. The pattern that they used really kind of old-fashioned vintage fabrics, and I wanted to give it a modern twist.
Look, it almost looks like the fabric that we showed.
It does. That might make a perfect
Stars
backing for this one. Now this always makes me think of the football players.
The X's and O's?
The X's and O's that they have when
you
they
go this way, I'll go that way.
Yeah,
I'll hit you down the middle.
Do a Sharpie and draw some arrows, and
you could do that with thread.
you could. Oh, I see a quilting plan coming together.
Jennifer says it looks like Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of hard to see them from, up close, but when you're seeing it from far away, you can see a lot of different stuff. But this was a really cool pattern, I thought. Simple quilt, easy to make. Is there anything else? What's that white one? Did you show me? I didn't show that. I'll save that one for last. This one is a Take 5. Which is it's a pattern you see on the internet all over the place. And it was some fabrics that we had in the store. I think we still have some of them. We might have this. I don't think we have this
I think it
anymore.
was some of the spring, summer.
Yeah.
Last year, maybe.
Yep, last year.
The year before, they all go blend together.
This one doesn't get a border. See, it's already serged off. But, again, I like color, and I quilted this in lime green.
It works pretty well.
Yeah. And then I think that's it. I have one more that is a rescue.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Mary.
This one was a flea market find top. It's huge. And so this one was quilted on a long arm, but somebody did all of this embroidery by hand. And so I quilted it and finished it. So I don't know who the maker was.
It looks like cross stitch.
It is cross stitch. All hand done. But, if I'm out and I'm see an unfinished quilt, let us know if you do this too. You see it like a yard sale or flea market or something, and they put I think this was $15.
Oh, wow.
Somebody put a lot of work in it. And
Right, somebody did. I mean, all of the embroidery was already done. So I bought it. You couldn't see the quilting lines. I think this was a Priscilla pattern. And so I just found a pattern that I liked and quilted it. So this was one of my rescue quilts. Yeah. That's what I call them. Unfinished tops that need a rescue.
Yeah.
And this one is for sale too. It does have a spot that I have tried very, very, very hard to get out. It's right there. And it has escaped me. But this one was $4.99. And this is a king too. So if this works in your house more than my quilt shop, come and make it mine. And I think that's it.
Well, on that rack anyway.
On that rack. I do have more quilts at home. There are quilts hanging around the store that I've made.
Well, we'll switch some of them out, and then we can do another trunk show a little bit later.
Yeah. We've got more to switch out. So we finished kind of early. We've got...
Do we have a giveaway?
Oh, we do have a giveaway. Since the weather's bad, well, it's not really bad yet, but it's getting there. This is this little...
Yeah, it depends on where you are.
Yeah, it depends on where you are. Little clip it to your sewing machine, and it's a scrap holder, and your mug fits down in here, and it even has a place for the handle right here. Or you can put your best press. It's got a little place for scissors and pencil too.
Nice. Sure somebody will want that.
I'm sure they would.
I'm enjoying mine.
You have one? Mm-hmm. Is it easy to empty the trash? Or have you reached that point yet?
Usually what's in there is thread and fabric, so I just pull it out by hand.
Okay.
But I suppose you could put a little plastic bag in there.
I found a little trash can with a lid. It looks like a giant coffee cup with like a Starbucks cup with a...
Oh, how funny.
And that's what I keep my little scraps in.
While you're waiting. Does it fit a wine glass?
If you put it in a coffee cup, I won't tell. And we did get these in. I think these are $9.99.
Yeah.
So these are the Quilters HQ branded USB ports for all of you machine embroiderers. These are, do you know how big these are?
2 gig, I think.
2 gig.
Yeah.
So these will not take forever to open on your embroidery machine. So comment make it mine, USB.
Oh, thanks, Twyla. She really enjoyed the quilts.
The trunk show?
Yeah,
those are fun.
Something fun to...
Do we have a winner yet? Still going.
Well, you can't.
I really like this book.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
Yeah. See? Dot's quilt.
Eiley Birkin?
Eiley, congratulations!
Yeah, congratulations, Eiley.
So come on in tomorrow and pick it up.
She's local? Okay.
Or the next day.
And do the scavenger hunt while you're here.
Yeah.
And do the scavenger hunt too,
Find the
because
pictures
who
while you're here.
does
Yep.
not want a $500 shopping spree?
Yeah.
I do.
Everybody wants a $500 shopping spree.
I know. So they're still putting quilts away.
Yeah, you know, that's the part.
Participate.
Holders and folders.
Holders and folders. We hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Yeah, I've got some... I like to make the tops, and then I kind of get interested in something else. I think I have ADD of quilting.
What's the name of the book? The
This
2 books
one?
again?
Okay. Boho Heart. And this one was $28. And Dear Jen. And this one was $30.
Beautiful quilts.
And I have a safety tip whenever you're ready.
Oh, well,
Marilyn
come
has
on
a
around for your
safety
safety
tip.
tip then.
Get ready.
Oh.
Oh, Christina, so if you win something and you can't come in and you don't live near her, we'll ship it to you. Or if you can't come in, then we'll ship it to you here as well. So.
Okay, so today I came into the shop and I was going to try out a machine that I hadn't used before very often. Not even very often. I can't seem to get past the first.
your safety
So I'm out here struggling to thread it and get the bobbin wound and everything, and I get all that done and I think, great, now I can really go. I want to quilt this little quilt. So I get started and it makes noises and it's not quilting right and it's not moving. So it has the little computer screen on it where you do the settings and everything. So I'm open that up and I'm looking around and I'm punching some buttons, and then I try it and it's making some funny noises again. And they always get nervous around here when things make funny noises that I'm doing, I think. But nobody came running, thank goodness. So I tried again and again and again, and I'm punching buttons. I even turned it off and on, thinking I just needed to reset everything. So I did that twice. And finally, I ended up on a screen that said, factory reset. So I thought, well, I've tried everything else. What's that going to hurt? So I hit factory reset 1 and nothing happened. So I hit factory reset 2 and nothing happened. And so I just got up and walked away. And pretty soon Joan came out of the office because I didn't want to bother her. She was busy all day. She's been busy, and Robert wasn't here yet, I don't think. So anyhow, she came through and I said, Joan, I'm just going to give up on this machine. I just can't seem to get, well, what's wrong, Marilyn? So I went through that whole thing that I just explained to you to her. And as soon as I said factory reset, I thought my life was in danger. So that's my safety tip. Never, ever hit factory reset.
Leave that for the technicians.
I was practicing. Anyway, I was fortunate enough that she didn't have to call the company. She had somebody that was able to help her over the phone, even though she knows how to do everything.
I didn't know how to do that.
That one eluded her. So I finally stumped Joan. But anyway, all is well that ends well, I hope. Don't hit factory reset. That's my safety tip, and I wish you all a good evening. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
So if it says default instead of reset,
Same thing. Factory default, factory reset, that's the same thing.
A lot of times the factory default will erase some of those special stitches if you've been.
Yeah.
saving them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, any customization you've done, go.
Yep. Go away.
So, so the reason that you would not want a factory default is sometimes when they build a machine, they do firmware updates after it ships, and the stores install those for you. So, if you do a factory default, then that's gone, and so that error that may have been fixed that they added after the machine shipped is gone. You lost it. So you may end up with some trouble that you weren't expecting. So
I wasn't expecting the trouble I got.
It's all good.
Oh, thank you.
Well, how do we send off the show, ladies?
Bye.
See ya.
Wow. No.
That's not how we do it.
Okay.
Here we come.
Thank you.
Make it so.
Everyone have a good night. Be safe.
Yes.